Здравствуйте, друзья.
Hello friends,
Пока что
the
закончилась
conference has just ended.
глобальный
Global
кризис.
crisis, this already affects everyone.
И
And I participated as a speaker at this massive and vital conference.
Знаете,
You know, we don't have time to lie to each other anymore. We need to start acting with great urgency, extreme urgency for all of us. If we are still silent, if we don't tell our friends, our relatives, our neighbors, just strangers on the street, that we must change the whole format, the current format of society, the pernicious format, then no one will remain on this good planet. Nobody, you know? Not you, not your children, no one.
Тогда, пожалуйста, давайте
So please,
начнем.
let us act while there is still time,
Пока есть
while we still have at least a small chance to change everything.
изменить все.
Thank you.
Dear friends, right now as I am recording this video, a global conference of vital importance is taking place called Global Crisis. This already affects everyone. And it's taking place on the platform of ALLATRA Unites. And first I would like to start by thanking every single person who participated in this conference, because without you, this would not be possible. And the information that was voiced at the conference is vitally important to all people today. It is life-saving information. The things I heard today, I knew a lot of the stuff while I was preparing for the conference, but the topics and the information I heard, it's devastating what our planet is going through. And if we keep living in the consumerist society, if we do not change the format we live in to a creative society, then it is obvious that we will not be able to survive as a civilization. Doesn't matter what you have in mind, it will not be possible. And I would also like to thank all the speakers who have joined, all the researchers who do their due diligence, and the true researchers who actually look into these topics, who do not care about money, they do not care about grants, they do not care about anything, they only care about true knowledge, and their conscience guides them on this humane path to sharing this information with the world community. I would like to applaud you and thank you for everything that you do.
What an amazing conference once again from all of the participants of the ALLATRA International Public Movement. We've seen people from every area of science speak today about the impending cataclysms, crises that we all face here on planet Earth. But the most important thing from this conference has to be just the outpouring of participation and support, not just from people who organize the event, the technical team behind the event, the participants, but also you guys in the comments, people watching who feel what we feel, and that we have to do something. We have to speak out now because we don't have much time left. So I think it's so amazing, but also it's a little scary that we are running out of time, that we do face a lot of uphill battles, first and foremost when it comes to unifying everyone, when it comes to bringing people together on the same page so that we can act, so that we can survive when and if things really get so bad that the world population is reduced by 80 or 75%. But I'm confident this type of conference, this type of involvement from people from all over the world gives me a lot of hope. It gives me a lot of happiness and a lot of pride in that the human race is capable of bringing everyone together if we need to. So I just want to say thank you again to the ALLATRA International Public Movement, to all the participants today that spoke from their hearts and from their minds that we eat. And I want to say thank you to everyone who put this organization together. It's been a great experience, and I really hope that by the next conference we will gain even more followers and have an even bigger mark on the world and an influence on people's consciousness. Thank you.
Watching the conference, you understand the essence of what is happening even more seriously, and it hurts even more. What situation we're in as humanity now, being completely unprepared for this situation because we're all divided, we're all in some kind of international quarrels, economic quarrels, everyday quarrels, and all kinds of quarrels. And now, we need to unite in order to survive what is to come. As we have already seen from the conference, the crises that are now approaching are of various kinds. That is, the situation is really absolutely crucial. Either we will be destroyed due to what will happen with the technocratic crisis, where we, as ordinary people, will simply become unnecessary because we will be replaced by more ideal robots. Or we will be destroyed by the ecology, which we ourselves have already destroyed, the Earth. And now, by these ecological problems that occur, it will simply destroy humanity, or it will happen because of the climate. We're not ready for any of these crises. Take Belgium, for example, an absolutely prosperous country. We have luxurious roads, excellent security and evacuation services. But people found themselves face to face with the crisis that happened. They were not ready. No one thought that some kind of climate crisis could suddenly come down like this. Just flood the streets, flood houses. And we, as a country, did not cope with this crisis because many people died. And there was no use of these good roads, there was no use of these evacuation services and food, because people just climbed onto the roofs, sat and waited for help. They were not evacuated on time. And just as Belgium was not ready, so every country is not, because we think that this will happen to someone, but not with us and not tomorrow. And even now, studying this information in preparation for the conference, when I watched the video about refugees, all that I heard in my head was, no, this cannot happen to me. This story is not about me. This story is not about my children. And the truth is that this story is about me, and this story is about my children. If today we do not take action, if today we do not unite, then tomorrow will be like that, or even worse.
A lot of topics were voiced at the conference today, starting from mass unemployment that will happen soon due to technological development and artificial intelligence, to our ecology that is not existent. We're definitely facing ecological crisis already today. And of course, the topic of climate, I think, is very horrifying. It is horrifying to see what's really going on. And unfortunately, today we see that this information is not covered in mass media. And it should be. People should be screaming this information everywhere. And we see today that it is not happening. And this is why it is incredible that today the conference, Global Crisis, This Already Affects Everyone, was translated simultaneously to over 72 languages. And all this was done by volunteers. And I would like to applaud all the people, because now people worldwide have the opportunity to get in touch with this information. And not only do they know what's truly happening to our humanity, to our society, to our climate, but now they also know that there is a way out. And this gives people hope. All we need to do now is share this information with everyone, tell them that there is a way out, and then we can make it possible. And working with such a wonderful team of volunteers, I know that we can build a creative society.
Friends, I would very much like to share my impressions of the conference that is going on right now. Global crisis, this already affects everyone. I feel great joy that scientists and experts from all over the world joined in and told us how things really are on our planet. And the truth is starting to come out. People are sharing it and happy to have met like-minded people. Someone is happy because for the first time they have seen and heard the truth, and no longer deluded by the lies that is seen everywhere in the media. And I am overwhelmed with sense of gratitude to all the guys who was involved in the preparation. It's a huge effort, and now we see how it all comes together. Friends, we can do a lot together, but we still have a great number of people to inform. So don't forget that every time you don't talk about what's really going on and that it's possible to live differently, you miss the chance, and there might not be another one. I'm very pleased that so many people want to join and are joining the international public movement ALLATRA, and there are more and more of us. And people are telling the truth. And this is very important, because without knowing the truth, it is impossible to make right decisions. And today, a lot has already been said about how things really are on our planet. That a lot of time has been lost while we were silent or lied, and while you were idle. But we still have a chance, and this chance is only in uniting and in building the creative society. It is very happy that so many people join in and tell their friends, their acquaintances, and everyone around them that we can live differently. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you at the next conferences, perhaps in the team that prepares all these wonderful streams. Thank you very much.
Therefore, friends who watch this wonderful conference, if you now hear thoughts in your head, well, that's great, people are already talking, well, how can I help alone somewhere in my wilderness, in my country, or somewhere else? You can. You can do a lot. Each one of us can. And only together can we go through this crisis. And the most important thing that we must do now is to unite and to convey this information to every inhabitant of our planet, at least because everyone has the right to know what is happening in the world in order to be ready when the trouble comes in full. So please spread this information among your friends, record a video feedback, what you understood from this conference, what resonated in your heart the most. Share it. Call your friends, call your loved ones, tell about it. Write articles in social networks, because we share a lot of information every day. Isn't this information the most important to share right now? Today, you can become a hero. You can save billions of lives if you spread this information around the world. Therefore, friends, let's move towards unity. Let's become a single family so that we have a future, so that our children can live in a wonderful world, because we all want this. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, the question may arise, what should I do? What should I do specifically? Because I understand that in my mind there are thoughts like this. I am a good person, I've even thrown out the trash, separated it, plastic and everything else. What I'm supposed to do? But I'm sure we all need to take an honest look at ourselves and think. What do you think, my friend? Is this life? What's going on in the world right now is life? What to do? I'll tell you what to do. You start to change yourself. Don't think of yourself as the best in the world, please. Think about the fact that we have no difference between us. Our blood is the same. Who do you think invented these divisions? Who is to blame? We are to blame. Our inaction is to blame, you know? Then we need to get up now and go to people. Not dogs, not cats, but people, and start communicating with each other. Transmit this wave. Talk about this huge conference. Can you understand what it is? The 72 languages of the world with simultaneous interpretation. The UN doesn't even know it's possible. And it's possible because people are not indifferent. People got together and took action. Volunteers from all over the world, you know. There is no higher, there is no lower. We are one big family. The choice is ours, yours.
We invite everyone to the International Online Conference on December the 4th, 2021. Global Crisis, the Time of the Truth.